Hello everybody, Gavin McCormack here. Welcome back to Healthy Habits. We're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on a ship and we are with Jack Butler. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
This week I'm talking all about social connection, a very important thing, Jack. And we're traveling to Iceland for a couple of reasons. Number one, we wanted to do something together. But number two, we wanted to learn from the Icelandic people. Jack, what's unique about Iceland in the way they socially connect?
Well, you'd imagine Iceland is this country that's kind of isolated. It's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with no neighbors. So you'd think people might get lonely here. But in fact, they spend a lot of their time socializing with friends and family. And I think that's key to happiness in Iceland. In the wintertime here, they don't see the sun at all from morning to night because they're so far north. And that could be really effective on your mental health. But what they do in Iceland is they use that opportunity to gather together in clubs, in sporting groups, with their family, and they really build deep social connections.
It's amazing. And what's remarkable is Icelandic people are so happy. In fact, Iceland is the fourth happiest country on the entire planet, which is remarkable. Now, in our schools, what can we do? We're a teenager, we're a young adult, and we are wanting to socially connect more. What happens when I do that? If I start to connect like those Icelandic people do, what happens to me?
There's three main things that happen when you build deeper social connection. And the first one is to do with mental health. So social isolation, that means spending a lot of time alone, not with friends or family, is a really high risk factor for mental health, which means you could develop depression or other mental health conditions. Oh, no. So building social connection is important in your mental health.
Right.
Second, it helps you develop collaboration skills. So what schools want, what workplaces want, and what makes people successful is the ability to collaborate with other people. And the more you socially connect with your peers and your family, the better you are at solving those tasks.
So we're talking about teamwork.
We're talking about teamwork.
Right.
And finally, it helps you think about the future. So you and I planned this trip together a long time in the past, and it gave us something to bond together about and think about in the future. And that was a really exciting opportunity to build social connection.
Wow, it gave us this kind of goal. We were aiming towards this trip, and look at us now, we're on a ship on our way to Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Now this week in your schools, what we want you to do is kind of follow these guidelines from Jack and follow the guidelines of the Icelandic people. Over the next 7 days, we want you to do three things. Number one, we want you to connect with a friend of yours and plan an event, go to the cinema, maybe go for a walk, spend some quality time with a close friend who lives nearby. Number two, we want you to connect with somebody who's far away. Write them a letter to your grandmother, to your uncle, to your auntie, make a phone call, even send a text message. And number three, we want you to plan an event with a friend or a peer in the future and set a goal or a target, and then analyze how it makes you feel. Because over the last few months, as we built up to this trip, we started to feel this level of hope, this level of excitement, and we want you to feel the same. And remember, when you've analyzed how you feel and you've reflected on it, we want you to add one more page to your Healthy Habits booklet, all about connection and the power of social connection. And then we're going to share that with the children in our community and the children in other classes in our school so that we can build a world with better health and mental health and well-being. Jack, it's been amazing to have you this week.
Thank you so much, Gavin.
See you all next time.